Hello again, Dan Alasso, making history, and it is day 25, I believe, of my retrenchment journey. And today I have had a little bit more time to think about this survey that I described yesterday and these strategic priorities that the administration is trying to roll out under the guise of, or sort of disguised as, questioning us, asking us for our feedback on this. And something has occurred to me. I think there was a clue in the survey's title. It was called Strategic Direction and Campus Marketing. And as I thought about this overnight, I started feeling kind of angry again. For about the last decade, Bemidji State University has basically failed to effectively market itself as Northern Minnesota's university. And that's what we are, after all. The options for students living in Northern Minnesota or other Minnesotan students who want to study in Northern Minnesota are Moorhead State University on the North Dakota border. The next town over is Fargo, where North Dakota State University also is, or Duluth, which is 150 miles to our east-southeast on Lake Superior. So BSU really occupies a prime location in central northern Minnesota and is in a great position to own higher ed in the northern third of the state. So with all those advantages, what's the problem? The problem is that BSU's marketing and admissions departments have done a very poor job, have kind of been, I have to say, abject failures at that one job that they had, each of them. They have been unable to articulate, maybe even unable to understand BSU's value proposition. Not only as a place where students can come to gain vocational skills that they can take into the workplace and get good jobs, which is an important value, but also a place where young people can become thoughtful, responsible, balanced adults, where they can learn life skills rather than vocational skills. Skills of thinking and discernment that will not only make them healthier and happier human beings, but also will provide them with the resilience to adapt to changes in job markets that are certainly coming in an increasingly uncertain employment future. There are so many examples of this uncertainty, but to take just one that's recently emerged, remember ChatGPT? It is going to do in the white-collar world what robotics and offshoring did to blue-collar America. So maybe this isn't the best time to be abandoning the humanities and putting all your eggs in focusing on a particular type of vocational training. But our marketing and admissions folks apparently don't see this. And because they have failed over the last decade to articulate the value of a university education to people in northern Minnesota and to prospective students everywhere, more generally, for probably a decade or more, now we're faced with a situation where we're looking outside of our walls at a population that doesn't really understand the value of a university. So what does the administration do? They blame it on the university. They assume that the people are right and that a university education, in fact, has little or no value unless it's radically changed. They blame BSU, basically, for having no value. And they eliminate teachers like me and programs and majors, and maybe even departments, in order to align BSU with something. They're not sure what, and they're not really sure if it's going to be successful. So basically what's happening here is that everybody in the administration, especially the admissions and marketing people, are getting a free pass to define the problems as structural. That means that no one is responsible. That means that nobody who was responsible for communicating the university's value to the public, that would be the marketing department, or to prospective students, that would be the admissions department, nobody needs to take responsibility. Nobody needs to face any consequences. Better yet, they can keep chugging along and doing whatever it is that they've been doing, and it won't be their fault when it fails again, and it continues to fail to attract public support or student enrollment. So I think that is really unfortunate, and apparently I do have some feelings about it, despite the fact that I won't be around to feel that pain as they continue to get this wrong. But in any case, that is my rant for the day. I'll continue updating you daily as things develop. But I hope you found this a little bit interesting. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again.